You're a wizard, Harry.
When Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone was first published in 1997, J.K. Rowling invited readers into a world unlike any other, a place of wonder, friendship, and discovery. For years later, that same world stepped off the page and onto the big screen, capturing imaginations all over again. But while the story remains the same at its core, the journey from page to film brought changes, some subtle, some significant. In this video, we'll look closely at the differences between the book and the movie, how characters are portrayed, how key moments were adapted, and what these choices reveal about storytelling itself. This isn't just about what was added or left behind, it's about how the magic transforms when words become images. Both the book and the film begin the same way, a baby left on a doorstep in the quiet of night. But the tone, the details, and the storytelling choices immediately set them apart. In J.K. Rowling's novel, the opening chapter, The Boy Who Lived, we meet the Dursleys first, ordinary people living ordinary lives, determined to ignore anything unusual. The magic creeps in slowly, seen only through odd happenings and whispered names. It's a gradual introduction to a world that feels hidden just beneath our own. The film, on the other hand, skips much of that slow build. It opens directly with Dumbledore, McGonagall, and Hagrid on Privet Drive. There's no comedic tone, no glimpse of the Dursleys' world before the storm. Instead, it's cinematic, emotional, and almost mythic. The story begins not with the ordinary, but with the extraordinary. This single shift changes how we experience the story's magic. The book invites us to discover the wizarding world through curiosity and contrast, while the film asks us to believe in it from the very first frame. One sets up mystery, the other, wonder. And that difference in tone defines how each version tells Harry's story from the very start. When Harry first sees Hogwarts in the book, it's described as a towering castle with hundreds of turrets, staircases, and secret passages. It feels endless, a place that's alive, shifting, and full of mystery. It's not just a school, it's part of the magic itself. The movie captures that sense of wonder visually, but the way Hogwarts is laid out changes from what we read. The castle feels more open, grander, and built to impress, not necessarily to be explored. In the book, Rowling gives us a sense of where everything is. We know how to get from the common room to the Great Hall, where the dungeons sit beneath the castle, and how the Forbidden Forest looms just outside the grounds. In the film, rooms appear as the story needs them, and the geography serves the visuals more than the logic. It's less about where things are, and more about how they feel.
I read about in Hogwarts, a history.
In the book, every character has time to breathe. Rowling builds them slowly, through dialogue, habits, and little details. Harry, for example, is quieter and more observant in the book. He's not as confident as the film version. On screen, he's more expressive, a bit more straightforward. The film needs him to lead the story visually, so he reacts faster and speaks more. Hermione, in the book, starts off even more rigid, quoting rules, correcting everyone, desperate to prove herself. The film softens her just a little, making her easier to like early on. It skips some of the tension that builds before she becomes friends with Harry and Ron. And Ron, in the book, he's genuinely clever in some moments, especially when it comes to wizarding knowledge and chess. The movie leans more into humor. He's still loyal and kind, but his wit is used more for laughs than for logic. As magical as the film is, it leaves out a lot of what makes the book so rich. Characters like Peeves never appear, parts of Harry's early life are skipped, and several of the challenges protecting the stone are shortened or missing entirely. The movie captures the heart of the story, but the book gives us more detail, more mystery, and more time to live in the world. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment your favorite difference between the book and the film.